Alright, so we all know KSI and Jake Paul, one like biggest names in the YouTube space, social media space, all that kind of stuff, entertainment space really for, our generation. And like whether you like them or not, or you hate them, it doesn't really matter too much because like what they're doing is quite inspiring. And it's quite inspiring for me, and they're kind of people that I kind of like look up to in terms of like not their character as such. So I don't really care about that. I'm talking about more the business side of things and like how they just do things in terms of like, let's look at KSI. Started on YouTube, then obviously the Sidemen, one of the biggest like entertainment kind of groups in the world, and then filming for his personal page as well, and then the boxing, and then the music, and then doing all these other random things like, getting involved with events and, making bigger, better YouTube videos himself. So to me, that's quite inspiring and quite like something that I want to do and something that I want to like follow is like doing all these big things. And it's not really about the fame or the status or the even the money. It's just about doing all these different things and having that perfect purpose in your life. And that's the key of this kind of video, having that purpose. A lot of people don't have purpose, or they have a purpose and then they kind of fulfill that purpose and then they almost get depressed and they don't have anything to do. But KSI is always looking for more. He's always pushing for more. I've seen him in podcasts and stuff like that and saying like the Sidemen, they should be doing more and more and more. They should be going to America. They should be going to Australia. They should be doing bigger, better videos, because he probably sees like Mr. Beast and I Show Speed and stuff like that, racking in like millions and millions of views, and he wants to get to that level as well, which is quite inspiring. He's ambitious. He wants to push for more. And that's something that I personally want to do as well, push for more. And then the same goes for Jake Paul. Started on YouTube and then, creating all these different products. Oh yeah, KSI as well, doing Prime and stuff like that. Whether it's a healthy drink or not, probably not. But that's irrelevant. Just always got new projects, always got a new purpose. Jake Paul as well, having all these different products, boxing as well. They're always pushing for more. They always got all these different purposes and projects, and I really admire that, and something that I personally want to do as well myself. Whether that's obviously it's not going to be the exact same as them, but you get what I'm trying to say. So it's super inspiring, and this is something that you should take into your own life or not. It doesn't matter whether you like KSI or Jake Paul or whatever. We're not talking about that. We're talking about how they're always pushing for more, how they're always wanting to better themselves. It's not even about competition. It's not even about money or status or wealth or whatever, or how famous you can get. It's just about pushing yourself every single day, and you actually wake up every single day with something to do and ambition. That's something that I admire so much, and something that I'm trying to implement into my life every single day. Pushing for more, always having something to do in terms of like a purpose to drive towards. So something you can take into your life as well. And you will get a lot more results. You'll be way more satisfied with yourself, because it's cool when you've got so many different things going on. Yeah, it can be a bit confusing for your brain, a bit tiring, but it's cool because you become a 10 times more interesting person. People want to talk to you. People want to, learn from you and speak to you and hang out with you, because you are interesting. You've got so many different things going on. For me personally, I've got natural footballers, bit of football here, filming here, doing this, doing that. So many different things going on. And that's awesome, and really inspiring from them. And obviously, they're still pretty young in terms of like late 20s, 30s, or whatever. So that's cool. So just a quick video, and I think KSI and Jake Paul are pretty inspiring. And in terms of what they do and how they've done their whole career and having so many different projects going on, even though they get so much hate, but that's all part of it. If you don't get hate, then you're obviously not doing something right. If you're getting hate, then you're doing something right, end of the day. Because that hate just comes from jealousy and all that kind of stuff. So they're doing something right, and fair play to them. And obviously, as a result, they're made millions, probably up to billions. And their net worth is probably up to $1 billion now each. So quite impressive. So there you go. KSI and Jake Paul are pretty inspiring.